Football has the largest and most loyal fan base in the world, and we truly believe it deserves all the hype it gets. Welcome back to another video on the channel, guys, and today we're looking at 10 reasons why everyone loves football. Number 10. The game is highly competitive. First of all, the game of football isn't just a couple of players chasing a ball and trying to put it into a goal. The game is extremely fierce. All sports in that matter are competitive, but nothing is quite like football. The two teams are placed in the open field with a ball in between them and the goalposts in either end. It's like open war. There are no obstacles between the team, just them and the balls. The combat in the game is so high, and with fans of both the rival teams watching keenly, all eyes are always on the ball. It also just happens to be the leading sports for better activities. That should tell you a lot. The game is so much more than brute strength, but it requires the players to be light on their feet, have a good stamina, and most importantly, good starter. The game is extremely tactful. Even if on the outside, it just looks like a bunch of dice kicking around the ball in the field. The concentrations that required in the game is insane, and the players deserve all the praise they get. The training that goes on for months to prepare them for those 90 minutes when it's just them and their teammates who will use their combined skills to score those goals. Competition is so high, even fans are seen battling it out with words, hands, and even online. Number 9. The rules are easy to follow and understand. Unlike the long winding game of cricket with its rules and exceptions, football has far fewer rules and it is quite straightforward. Even if you have never watched a football match and you suddenly decide to do so one day, you will find that it's very easy to follow. There aren't many rules except for a few penalties, shootouts, and the concept of carding. It doesn't exactly take a genius to figure out what the game is all about. This is perhaps why the game is so popular and well-loved and most watched game even on the televisions. From the old to the young, rich to poor, football fans are everywhere. Number 8. A great way for brands to promote their products. Football matches are so popular and draw in huge crowds of fans. These fans are so hyped up and eager for the matches, you could probably offer them anything and they would probably buy it because they are so high on emotions. This is actually a great opportunity for brands to come and promote their products at football events and matches. They offer sponsorship packages, advertising on the channels, writing on the player's jersey, caps, and many more ways of getting their brand name spread across the field one way or another. It has proven to be a great method for marketing and also sales for the companies. Coca-Cola is a huge sponsor for the football matches, and we can definitely say they are doing pretty well for themselves. That's another reason why football is such a great sport, that it even helps the economy, and especially in developing countries where the brand deal, sponsorships, and money brought in by the investors make a huge difference for the people there. Number 7. The game is full of suspense and surprise. The most amazing element of the game is the element of suspense. Why doesn't love a good nail-biting match where the outcome is tight and you are waiting for that last shootout? Honestly, those are the most enjoyable games. Right from the start of the game, the environment is tense and everyone is on their edge of their seat. The odds are always 50-50 and you can never tell what could suddenly turn the game around completely. Even if the match happens to be 0-0, it is still very tense when the teams are fiercely trying to score that win and goal and defend their own goal at the same time. The tense feeling did not go right away until those 90 minutes were up. The game is relatively shorter than other sports like cricket, which could go on for hours. There's simply 90 minutes of blood pumping and fast-paced actions and fun. No wonder the fans are always so hyped when there's a game in town or even on the TV. They can be just as entertaining to watch on televisions as it is to see the match in real person. Number 6. The best rivalry matches. One of the best part about the sport is that the competitions is so jarring, but what's even more fun is the rivalry among the teams. The rivalry is so tense that prior to the match, fans will be tweeting and posting up a storm and taunting fans of the other teams. The fans didn't really personally get much out of the rivalry, well, except of course, they get the bragging rights. The matches between teams that have been rivals for years are always the most fun matches to watch, with the players almost looking like they're going out to wars against each other. A good example would be the Manchester United and Liverpool matches. The rivalry adds to the intrigue of the game, and we can clearly see why. Number 5. No age limit. In the world of football, surprisingly, there is no age limit for players to be able to take to the pitch. Unlike most American professional sports, where players are required to be of certain age in order to play, football doesn't have any such restrictions. The game honors talents and forgoes the age barriers completely. Once a football club spots talents, they see whether the player is ready to join the big boys on the field, and then they don't hesitate from there. The players who are ready will be thrown out onto the field, where it's just them and their talent that will be on delay, and no one will care what age they are. Raheem Sterling of Liverpool is just 17 years old, but that hasn't stopped him one bit on the field. Number 4. Historic stadiums. All across Europe and South America, you will find some of the most historic stadiums that were built years and years ago. Not only are they stunning to look at, but each one has its own amazing history that is so deep in culture and love for the game. Some of the most historic stadiums are Anfield, Old Trafford, Maracana, Camp Nou, Azteca. They have stood tall for years and are not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Number 3. Transfers of players. Transfers are normal occurrences in the world of football. Twice in a year, the window will open and make transfers of players between teams possible. Some of the most lucrative deals in the transfer window are those that come from money given by clubs in order to purchase a certain player. It's almost like auctioning but with players. There's always quite a stir when favorite players are moved from one team to another. The most recent is the 2021 transfer of Messi, the one and only legend from Barcelona, to Paris Saint-Germain. The club couldn't afford to keep the star anymore, who had played 20 years with the team. Even though he accepted a 50% salary cut, they made the hard decisions of letting him go, sending the Barcelona fans into a state of mourning. Number 2. Continental competition. Football is played on such a large scale that it is now even continental. The continents where football is played even have their own championships to determine the best football club. Africa, Asia, and North America have their own championship league, while Europe has its UEFA Championships League. No other sport have ever really come close to rivaling the kind of competitions football brings at even the continental level, besides the World Cup and domestic games. Number 1. The Football World Cup is the most popular tournament in the world. Probably the biggest reason football is so ridiculously popular is the fact that the World Cup event, FIFA, is the most popular in the world. Fans around the world love to cheer on their home country teams, hoping that they will bring home the FIFA trophy. It is the European countries and the South American countries that squarely have the best teams in the World Cup, and you will find people from India cheering for Argentina, people from Japan cheering for Germany, and so on. The upcoming FIFA World Cup to be held in Qatar already has fans booking tickets and making their predictions. Even the World Cup gets its own football anthem song by a popular artist like Shakira's Waka Waka, which has been one of the top most played songs ever. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. But before that, we want to know how you feel about this. Do you love football? And who is your favorite team? You know what to do. See you in the comment sections below. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you soon. Thank you for watching.